Alright, we're at this white zone here, which is held before. I'm going to try short euro here. I haven't clicked yet. It's 81.82. Let's see if we're going to tick up a little bit more. But I do like this area. I may just jump right in. I saw 83 for a second, so I was seeing if I could snag an 83 entry. Alright, but I don't think it's going to happen, so I'm going to go ahead and click here. Alright, I'm in at 80. I wanted to try at least get 81, but I'm short at 80. Alright, so white zone L3, this has held us before. Now, of course, this thing could easily float on up to the 5-minute levels and, big figure here, that's 20 pips higher. So what I'll probably do is, probably add at this 5-minute box. And then, it's going to be tricky, honestly. It's a tricky, the way it's spread out is going to be a bit tricky because, let's see what this high is. I might just have to stop out above the previous high, but it's going to be close. Yeah, it's at 88, and the 5-minute box is at 92. And the 5-minute white zone has expanded. So honestly, it's a 1-minute box. I'm probably going to have a little larger stop than normal on this one. It's going to be at least 20 pips, about 20 pips stop. Because I'm going to add here at 92, and then I'll probably put a stop above the L7. Alright, so euro is floating now. We've got 89.90. Let's see what happens up here. I'm at 90.91. Grids here are having a hard time keeping up. Alright, here's 91.92. Alright, we're at a 5-minute entry. I'm going to add here 91. That's true, Tom. Tom's saying we made a higher low. The way I look at it, yeah, well, I'll get to that too, but let me address the first thing. The way I look at it is I look at from the last touch of the box. And since the last touch of the box, the 5-minute has made a lower low. So I'm just looking, you can scroll down to your 5-minute chart. I'm looking between the touches. Alright, this little bit, I don't consider that a higher low. That's a higher low on the 1-minute, but not the 5-minute. Alright, that's how I look at higher highs and higher lows, is since the last touch. Alright, so I consider that a lower low on the 5-minute. Stop loss above the L7, Tom. So about another, honestly, 10 pips. So it's going to be a pretty sizable chunk if it's a hit, but it is a 1-minute, and I got to give it to the L7. Man, it is floating up pretty quick, though, isn't it? That's annoying. And cable up at 64, I'll try. All right, we're up at the L7. That was very quick. Move up. All right, I don't really want to add again. Even though, if you're flat, this is a great add right here. This is a great trade right here if you're flat. I was tempted to get in at 97. I didn't. I'm just going to let these work. Yeah, this is kind of where we've had the 5-minute expand. So I still think this 5-minute trend is solid. However, we did get that 1-minute entry down at 80. So we're wearing some pain on that. But, if we can get down there, I'd like to at least test the lows, of course. But the 1-minute low is what? 73. That would be sweet. But even if we can get a move back to the 1-minute box here, I could cancel everything and be in the profit. Dow's down 17, so it's recovered a little bit from its low. Well, we'll see how this L7. Last time it held beautifully. Last time it hit the L7 on euro dollar, look, it dropped from big figure down to, it dropped 40 pips. All right, so if we can get another 40 pip drop this time, I'll be very happy with that. So I said I'd use the L7 as the stop loss. It seems like so far it was good. You know, it was a good spot to use as a stop loss. It held. It was a strong level. But of course, we need a nice solid move down into the 70s here. You know, all these trends are very much in place. Now, soon this 15-minute box will come down. It'd be nice if it came down below the 1-minute L7 to give that extra level of support. I'm not going to count on it because that's going to take several 15-minute candle closes. I mean, 4 candles on the 15-minute is an hour. It could take that long to get down there. So, not really counting on the 15-minute box for help, but it would be nice if it lent a hand. Dow minus 20. So, of course, any downside on the Dow would probably help us. All right, so we're just kind of hanging on. You know, Euro's hanging out in the uncomfortable zone. We're still under L7, so that's good. Nah, Tom, don't sweat it, man. No, it's open conversation here. It's all legitimate. It's all legitimate. You probably did right by scaring people out. Probably, if you did, they probably appreciate it. Because we are, you know, obviously in a negative position. It looks good up here in the high 90s, I think, especially for a first short. Chris has entered at 94. I mean, that's a great first entry. I do the best I can, but had a good 2012 so far, but you just never know. You never know what trades are going to get you and what aren't. Just try to be consistent throughout, and at the end of the week, you'll be positive. That's the goal. We're at 90.91, so I do like the price action at the moment. I like the fact that it didn't make a higher high right here. We still got to come and touch the 1-minute box, though. So short from 80 and 91 on euro. 80's looking farther and farther away as time goes on, so I'm at 90.91 right now. Break even on my late entry, minus 11 on my first entry. Here's 90.89 now. I want to see us hold in those 80s. All right, we're testing these 1-minute boxes. Dow down minus 27. Cash took 8. Very good. Chris took 6 on half. We're at 86.87 right now. So we've got a lower low now on the 1-minute. That's what I like to see. We got Dow now at 34 negative. So Dow is, you know, moving more negative and more negative. You can see that's kind of helping euro get a little heavier. But we're not where we want to be yet. There's 83.84. Here's 83 now I'm seeing for the first time. Here's 81.82. Here's 81 now. Alright, let's see here. I was going to take off just the 80, but I might just take it all off and regroup. But we are moving lower, and that's the thing. We're at this 1-minute band shade here. If we break it, we've got a pretty clear shot down into the 70s. Hans took 5 from 89. Chris took 10 on his second half. All right, please let it. There's Randy took plus 10, and he's got another bit running at break even. Here's 78.980. Come on, euro. Let me see some 70s. There's 77. Come on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off the 80 at 77 plus 3. I still got the 91 running. Here's 76. All right, I'm thinking I'm going to take it though. Here's 76, 77. Here's 76 again. Here's 75. All right, that's good for me, guys. 74, 75. I'm out at 75. Plus 16 on that position. So there we go. Worked out. There's cool 19 pips. I was trying to get 20, but we'll take it. Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Des. All right, I'm glad you guys took some pips on that one. Thanks, Chris, for getting out at plus 10. You allowed that to happen. I appreciate that. Yeah. Hans took 5. Randy took 10. Hang on, Tom. Yeah, it is kind of a extended reversal down there at 75. Yes. Cash is in at 32. Okay. Cable, that might be something I want to do, but I've got 19, so I want to take a second. Randy took 18 on that second half. Very nice. Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is a good area, Tom, down here, I would say, but especially, the cable. I think Cash's trade is probably really nice. Yes, Hans, you did. Thank you for getting out there up there from 89 because both you guys helped that drop. Thanks, Ken. I'm glad we were able to uh, hang on and make some pips on that. And Hugh took break even on one and plus 14 on the other. Good job. Tom took 17. Very nice, Tom. I probably should have just jumped in right with cash on that cable long at 32 because it's already up at 37.38.